Hey guys, good afternoon and welcome back. We've had the first race of the season outdoor. It was last weekend in Deventer. It was the IDFM, International Dutch Formula Masters, with the Fronties supporting. We were there all weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Car performed really well. Really enjoyed it. Good fun. Practice didn't go very well. It was half wet, half dry. So we got the rain cars out and we had a bit of fun with the rain cars. Luckily I had a rain car because the first round of qualifying I didn't really get the run I wanted. But the second one was okay. But I was 7th or 8th, I think, after the second qualifying. And then in the third and fourth qualifying Sunday morning, it was wet. And there was a few guys there that didn't have rain cars and didn't want to drive their normal cars in the rain. So they dropped down the leaderboard and it ended up putting me 6th. I was okay. It was all I could ask for in qualifying. I knew the car had pace. I knew the guys in front of me were about the same pace as me. So... I got lucky in the end of the racing. In final 1 I was 5th, final 2 I was 4th, and the third final on the second lap I got taken out, broke a screw from inside the lower suspension arm ball joint, so that was my race over. But because I got a 4th and a 5th in the 2 finals, I had 9 points. And the other guys had done worse in their second final that were in front of me. So I ended up finishing 4th. Teammate Ben from the Mugen shop, Pontanel, was in front of me in 3rd. And then we had Jean Browns in 2nd. And Mr. Fronty, Robin van Gogh, was in 1st place. Again, winning the Fronties Masters for the ADFM. Great drive from him. So this is my Mugen. I'm pretty sure this will be the last time that the Mugen will be on the video on the channel. I've actually swapped from Mugen after 3 years of racing with them. I have had an opportunity to move to Iris or Iris, depending where you're from. So I'm going to run their 1.05 front wheel drive from now on. It's been a good run with the Fronty. With the Mugen. It's been a really good run. We've had some really good times. We've had some good fun. I'm hoping now that I can move up a level and find a decent asphalt setup for the car and for the team. Andreas has been great enough to support me here and sponsor me. The car should come this week, or next week, should I say. So I've got one more small race with the Mugen, and Simply Fun in Eindhoven here in Holland, and then I'll obviously start building the car next week, and then move from there. So this is my Mugen. It's obviously been cleaned and ready to put on the shelf. As you can see, it's race ready. I'm ready for next weekend. I've just rebuilt it, cleaned all the bearings, cleaned the drive shafts, got everything ready, checked it on the setup gauges. As you can see, we're not running stabilizers or stabbies, roll bars on this chassis. It seems to make the car a little bit more aggressive without the stabbies. So I really like it. My teammate Ben, he runs a rear stabby 1.2 and nothing at the front. But I've thought with my setup, the way I've got my car built now, it just made it a little bit too aggressive. Gave it too much steering, and if you weren't gentle with the steering, it swapped the rear end around, and I didn't like it. I like the rear end of the car to be fairly locked in. Next weekend is obviously in Eindhoven. That's a very small, tight track. So I'll keep this setup in. This is a setup from Deventer, which is exactly the same. The setup is actually Max's setup from ETS in Anderdag. I'll just lay this on top, screenshot it if you like. I'm pretty sure the setup's out and about. You know, this is exactly what I'm running. My car has been rebuilt to an MTC2R four-wheel drive kit, but obviously with the fronty chassis and the fronting motor mount and the servo holder. The rest is MTC2R. Aluminium screws on the top, titanium on the bottom, chassis protector from Mugen Shop Puntanel, and yeah, I'm lucky enough to be helped with Sumpadao from Dennis and Power Hardy servos. So these are brand new 4600s. The small lipos. These are very small, very light. Let's have just a quick weigh. I think they're about 4 grams heavier than the ones from last year. What have we got here? Yeah, 169. So 170 grams. You know, good light, really light battery, very small. Fits perfectly in the fronties, and it works great. And loads of power. I mean, the finals for EDFM were 10 minutes long, and even after 10 minutes, I was still able to pull some voltage out, some amps out. Not a lot. There was about 1,000 milliamps left, but that's it. So anyway, yeah, this is the last time I think you'll see the Mugen on the video on the channel. It's going to go on the shelf. It's probably going to be given to my son. He's really enjoying racing at the moment. He's only 9. But I think what I'll do is I'll take my electronics out, the motor and the speed controller and the transponder and everything. I'll take all this out and it'll be put into the Iris. But I do have a spare Gen 2 speed controller, and I think I've got an older motor kicking around that's good enough for what Aiden will need. Yeah, I just generally just want to say thanks to the Mugen guys. I don't know if anyone's going to see this from the team. I just want to say thanks to the guys for all the help. The setup help from Max, great guy. I'm still available if anybody wants to ask for any help on their fronties. But yeah, I will be stepping to Iris now, so I will be stopping with the Mugen. Just want to say thanks to the Mugen team for all the fun in the last 3-4 years. 3 years I think I've been with them. And obviously I'll still be in the pits. I'll still be doing ETS. I'm going to do the Tony Sport. This year I'm not doing the Dutch National Championship. I'd already committed to the Simply Fun race series this year, so I think I'll get some different tracks in, and I'll learn there. And then next year I think I'll step up to the Netherlands, to the nationals, Dutch nationals. Yeah, as you can see, the car's ready. I've got my last weekend we weren't allowed to use it, so but this weekend we are. So I've now got the Gorilla Max ready. I did test it the week or 2 weeks before the EDFM, and I really liked it. I tested Ben's body. This is my new one. So yeah, I'll be running this body next weekend. See how this goes. I've got a Speed 3, but obviously with ETS now saying that Speed 3 is not allowed due to shipment issues or delivery issues from Potiform, I'm probably going to step over to the Gorilla Max. I might even do the CA45 because that's a really nice body as well, but I'm not sure. I've got the Ugly Boy. I've got this one ready. I just did it in cartoon style, you know. I didn't think it would work. Actually, it's not too bad. It works okay. It's just unfortunately very ugly at the front. I'm not a fan. We weren't allowed to run it last weekend in the races. Robin did run it in one practice session. He was allowed from the race organisers to run it, and yeah, he really liked it. I'm not a fan. I just don't think it carries enough corner speed on the Mugen chassis. Robin obviously runs automatics, so it suited their chassis quite well. We'll just see. The year's young. We've just started outside. I'm looking forward to a new challenge, and yeah, that's me for now. Obviously, the next video I'll be doing a load of build videos from the Iris. I'll do a step-by-step stage. I'll probably do 4 or 5 videos. So I'm going to take my time. There'll be a lot of hop-ups going on the car. And I'll show how the diff is built, how the shocks are built, and that sort of thing. And then obviously it'll go on the setup gauges at the end. and I'll have a good rundown on how it's built and what I find from the build. Yeah, that's me for now, guys. Have a nice weekend, and speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye bye.